The peace between two nuclear neighbors, India and Pakistan, feels more fragile than ever. A terrorist attack in Pahalgam, Kashmir, killing 28 innocent tourists, has reignited anger, grief and fear. In the aftermath, accusations have flown fast, calls for revenge, calls for action, and in some corners, calls for war. These tensions are not just spontaneous reactions. They are shaped carefully and deliberately by political narratives, economic interests, and national anxieties. In both India and Pakistan, politicians often use external threats to unite fractured populations. The enemy across the border becomes a distraction from rising internal crises: poverty, unemployment, inflation, and political instability. One explanation for this would be, when internal legitimacy is weak, external enemies are emphasized to strengthen national identity. And as rhetoric heats up, so does defense spending. Already both India and Pakistan devote significant parts of their budgets to military expenses, at the cost of healthcare, education, and social welfare. In the wake of Pahalgam, defense budgets are expected to rise even further. More fighter jets, more missiles, more boots on the ground, but fewer funds for hospitals, schools, and jobs. The media plays a pivotal role too. Rather than cooling tensions, many TV channels in both countries fan the flames. Emotional coverage replaces calm analysis. War-mongering debates drown out voices of peace. Nationalism sells. Fear sells even more. Sociologists call this manufactured consent, when the media helps to shape public opinion in favor of state interests, even leading populations to accept war as inevitable. But the cost of war is not borne by politicians or by media houses. It is borne by the farmers in Punjab, by the students in Karachi, by the mothers in Kashmir, by the workers in Mumbai. The real victims of conflict are ordinary people, on both sides of the border. At a time like this, it becomes even more important to ask, who benefits from war, who suffers from it, and who will have the courage to speak for peace when silence feels safer? The path of war is easy to enter, but impossible to predict. In an era of nuclear weapons and shattered economies, wisdom, not anger, must lead the way. As said by the great Martin Luther King Jr., peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. War drums may stir emotions, but they silence reason. In the end, it's not nations that bleed, it's people. Before we march, ask, who truly gains from this conflict? For more sharp takes on global power games, subscribe to BuzzRec.